from Adopted Acre Soap Company, Good Steward. We're going to build a lather and we're going to have a shave coming up next. Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video. Great to see you again. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your time with me. Love getting together with you and talking all things traditional wet shave. We have a brand new shave soap and aftershave splash in the Shave Den, courtesy of Doug and Cara Lane and all the kids and everyone at Adopted Acres Soap Company. Here it is. This is a great one. Good Steward. Check out that artwork. This is absolutely a marvelous scent. As it says here on the label, cherry tobacco, vanilla, and hay. Boy, does this capture the farm life, the rural ruggedness of America, the outdoors. Oh my gosh. Putting in a good day's work with the earth and then relaxing with a nice pipe on your front porch, just looking out and seeing the great work you've completed. Oh, this is fantastic. A brand new tub right here of shave soap. We're going to have a shave with it. And we also have the aftershave splash. Now they give you two options here. They give you a cap that you can use as a splash, and they also give you the spray cap. And what's really, really nice is it's vacuum sealed. And I opened it up here, but you can see that it's vacuum sealed. So there's no spillage at all when it arrives on your doorstep. Really, it is just a great, great system that they have here for their aftershave splashes, giving you two options to apply it and also vacuum sealing it so there's no spillage at all. And the shave soap is made in their new Grand Champion soap base. So we are really looking forward to building a lather with this one. Oh yeah, let me give you just a little bit of information here regarding the shave soap. Good Steward. At Adopted Acres, we believe the heart of the farm is the farmer, a true steward of the land. Our Good Steward shave soap is a tribute to that responsibility, caring for the earth, nurturing what grows, and passing on a better future. This soap was crafted to honor that spirit. Imagine an evening in the country, the hum of the tractor working the ground, the scent of hay drying in the sun, the gentle jostle of the tractor seat, and the smell of sweet pipe tobacco from the farmer's pipe. The warm breeze carries hints of cherry-laced tobacco and creamy vanilla, mingling with the honest, dusty green of cut alfalfa hay. Good Steward embodies the balance between tradition and care. It's for those who understand that every shave is a ritual of patience and respect, just as tending the land is. Our rich protective lather offers a smooth, comfortable shave, leaving skin soft and ready for the next day's work. Be the good steward of your own daily ritual. Honor the heritage. Care for yourself like you would the land. Leave a legacy. Leave this world better than you found it. Wow, that captures the scent and the wet shaving tradition perfectly. Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. We are going to have a shave with this, and we're going to use my Parker 71R razor. We're also going to use a Dorco Prime razor blade. We're also going to use my Wolf Whiskers Joker shaving brush right there. And I think that's pretty much got it. We're going to use a pre-shave wash and do that sort of thing. But we're going to let this lather do all the talking. You know what? I don't have a shave bowl here. We'll get a shave bowl. We'll bring it back in, and then we'll get right to the shave. So hang in there with me. Okay, I just did my pre-shave wash with the Cube 2.0. I'm going with the Paul Gruner lathering bowl because there's some nice earth tones and nice earthy kind of color scheme to this, which kind of reminds me of, you know, the outdoors farming, that sort of thing. And we got some hot water here on top of the tub. We're going to go ahead and dump that out. Here's my brush. We're going to go ahead and give that a little bit of a ring. Got some water in there. Let me just get a little, let me take that water out of there. Okay, now it's all out of there. We've got a nice damp brush. All right. This, again, this is their new Grand Champion soap base. So we're going to see how this lathers up. I'm going to do a brush load here. Boy, that lathered up a treat. Man, do I have a nice brush load there. Wow. That's marvelous. That's great. Got a little bit of water in the bottom of the bowl here because this lip kind of leaves a little bit of a remnant of water in there. I'm going to use it. All right? And I think that'll help. Might make up for the amount of water I wrung out of the brush knot. And you can see already how this scent is marvelous. Oh, that's a great scent. Man, oh man, this captures the rural outdoors perfectly. My gosh, that is fantastic. We are getting a nice lather here, and I can see that I'm going to need a little bit of water, so I'm going to go ahead and dip the brush in there. This Grand Champion soap base is marvelous. This is going to give us a lot of lather. It looks like I'm going to need more water here. I think I did a big brush load there. It's my first time using it, so I'm trying to figure out the water to soap ratio here. But this is going to generate a lot of lather. Yeah, I'm going to need some more water here. Look at what I got here. Yeah. Oh, yes. I can just tell. And I'm really going to be generous with dipping in the brush there. I'm going to add a little more water than I usually would. There it is. A little bit of a tone shift there. A little bit of a tone drop. The Zerati shift, as Jimmy V coined. Check that out. Look what we got going on here. Man, oh man. You know what? I could call this just about done. I'm going to get a little more water. I think I can get a little more out of here and get this just at the right consistency. Get that little bit of a sheen on there. Oh yeah, look what I got now. Yeah, I don't think you have to load your brush as much as I did. This is marvelous. I got heaps and heaps of lather. Now I have 2 days worth of beard growth, so I'm going to have more than enough for 3 passes if I need 3 passes. And there's another tone drop. Another Zerati shift. Wow. Wow, check it out. Look at that. Boom, lather. There is heaps and heaps of lather here. We're going to go ahead and paint this on. This is a really rich and creamy lather. My gosh, this soap base, this Grand Champion soap base is marvelous. The lather that I have here, and again, I'm not using a pre-shave lather. I'm just going to let this lather do all the talking. This is marvelous. And again, I've got 2 days worth of beard growth, and look at the coverage I'm getting on that whisker. I mean, it is complete. If I wanted to, I could dip the brush in and add a little bit of water here, and it really, really responds. If I want to get just a little bit there, see that right there? And just add a little bit of water there, put a little moisture in there. Look at that. Look at that. And look how much I have in the bowl. And you can layer and build this. You can layer this. Build a little more lather on top of lather. Kind of build those layers and get a nice cushion. Boy, that's marvelous. This soap base, Grand Champion soap base, is a real winner. Check that out. Wow. That's marvelous. Okay, we're going to go ahead and load my razor now. These Parker razors are a little higher efficiency than the Edwin Jagger or the Mula. So it has a little more growl. They're nice and smooth. But again, they tend to have, how can I say, just a little more edge, a little more efficiency, still very, very smooth. All right, here is my Dorco Prime razor blade right here. We like these a lot. Dorco. Nice and thin and sharp and smooth. Here's the cap. Put that in there like that. Here is the base plate. I already have the O-ring in place there. Okay, the O-ring's in place. And here's the handle, electroplated black brass handle. Yeah, it's right there. It's a brass handle that's electroplated in black. I'm going to snug it up and balance and alignment spot on. End tabs can barely be felt in the razor head, so for all practical purposes, they are enclosed in the razor head. And look at how nice and stable and rich and creamy the lather remained. Wow, 2 days worth of beard growth. This razor is going to do a good job in shaving it off, and it feels like I got a lot of nice protection for this razor here. And we're going to heat this up under some hot water. All right, here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Boy, there's some nice protection there. There really, really is. That's wonderful. Very, very smooth. This feels terrific. I'm going to have to slow down. I am going a little too fast. And that's because I feel that there is a lot of protection there. I am going to slow down here a little bit. Really good slickness. Really, really nice glide. Residual slickness is great. I'm getting a really nice complete shave stroke on the neck from my jawline all the way down to the bottom with no pinching or biting as I'm finishing up that stroke that you would get maybe on a bargain basement shave soap. The glide just carries through with the razor head. So you're completely shaving away the whisker. This soap base is marvelous. Great residual slickness. Really, really terrific. Very nice. Very easy to go around the upper lip there and get any of those straggling, any of those longer whiskers that straggle, you know, kind of over the lip. Really nice glide and slickness to allow me to do that, especially with this 71R razor, which is a nice razor. It's smooth, but again, a little higher efficiency, a little more growl than, say, an Edwin Jagger or a Mueller R89. First pass done. Let's rinse. Boy, that is terrific. I am right there knocking on the door of socially acceptable shave territory. That's terrific. I think I could run out the door if I needed to. Wow. Now I got a little bit of water on my face, so we're going to put some extra lather on here. Well, we're going to extra lather. We're going to re-lather. We're going to re-lather here and see how it responds with that extra water on the face there, and doing a nice job. Look at that. It really takes advantage of that water there and kind of drinks it up and helps that lather. The body maintains the body. The body maintains, but that water really helps it along. Look at that. Look at what I'm getting here. Boy, this is a good one. Now, the scent is marvelous. The cherry tobacco certainly comes through wonderfully well. And again, it's cherry tobacco, vanilla, and hay. And the cherry tobacco and the vanilla come through very, very nicely. And that hay, my guess is that that open doors or outside or that rural expanse is kind of where the hay comes in. You get that feel. You get that vibe definitely from this scent. It is marvelous. Look at that. Look at that. And look how much I have there. And on the brush. Man, this is just great. This is really, really good. All right, we're going to go with pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grain. Wonderful, wonderful slickness. Really, really terrific. Wow. And again, just really, really terrific on the neckline. Just really wonderful. And I'm getting this residual slickness here. I can just go in there and do a little bit of touch up there. That's marvelous. Now, I probably got a good 90% of the upper lip done, but I didn't get up underneath the nostrils as well as I would have liked to with this particular razor with the grain pass. But no matter, this is doing a nice job across the grain. And again, some wonderful residual slickness to allow me to get these little bits up here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just put a little bit of protection there. And I'm going to do a little bit of an against the grain touch up. Yeah, that's got it. Boy, that's terrific. All right, second pass and a little bit of a touch-up done. Let's rinse. This is a BBS finish. The shave is done. This lather from the shave soap, the Good Steward shave soap, the Grand Champion base is marvelous. You've got to try this soap base. Great, great protection, really. All right, we're going to go ahead and do my final rinse routine. My warm water rinse, my cold water rinse, and then I'll see you on the other side for the aorund block, so hang in there with me. Oh, that was marvelous. Very, very refreshing. Clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. That's a terrific shave. That really was wonderful. I got to tell you, the protection, the cushion, my gosh, BBS finish after 2 passes, 2 days worth of beard growth. Wow, that was marvelous. All right, let's get the aorund block. I'm going to use my GBS aorund block here. I haven't used this one in a long time. Okay, we're going to run this under some cold water and see what kind of feedback we get. We got a little bit of a no-slip grip on there. All right, here we go. That is smooth and as cool as an ice cube. Man, there is absolutely, get a little more water on here. There is absolutely no zinging, no stinging at all. Man, is that good. What a shave. And I owe it all to the Good Steward shave soap with that Grand Champion soap base. Man, that is really, really good. I like this one a lot. You've got to try this one. First of all, the scent is marvelous. The cherry tobacco, the vanilla, the hay. Man, the cherry tobacco, vanilla, and the hay. That is really a marvelous, marvelous scent profile. And it just captures there's something about capturing the rugged American landscape and the men who work the land. Here's the aorund block. I'm going to put it back in a case like that. Working the land, bringing forth all the great fruits and foods that feed America, and the tractors, the machinery. It just captures all of that. And as I say, it also captures that calm evening where you're sitting on the front porch and you're looking out at all the great work you've done. It just captures all that. Fantastic. Really, it really is. It's a great scent. And this Champion soap base, Grand Champion soap base, this is, look at this. This is marvelous. Look at that. Look at the peak there I got. Look at that. This stuff really, really, look at that. That is fantastic. Oh, this is a great, great soap base. Boy, this is definitely a favorite in the shave den right now, right off the bat, I can tell you. I love the scent. I love the performance. And the Parker 71R. Again, a little more growl, maybe a half a notch up from, say, an Edwin Jagger or a Mule R89, which for me makes a difference. Boy, this shave soap and the Grand Champion soap base really gave me that added protection where I could use this razor like an autopilot. Oh, this a great smooth razor, but again, I got to slow down a little bit, and I do have to change my technique a little bit, which I've done. I've worked with this for the past few days to kind of relearn how to use a Parker razor versus an Edwin Jagger or a Mule R89. Marvelous razor. But again, you want a little more protection on the skin. At least I do when I use this razor. And this shave soap, Good Steward in the Grand Champion soap base. This is the one. Wow, this is great. Marvelous, absolutely marvelous shave soap base. Now, we're going to go ahead and use some of this wonderful aftershave splash. I love these bottles. I love the flip cap. I love the fact that they also give you the optional spray nozzle. Again, it's vacuum sealed, so there's not going to be any spilling, anything like that. Should I shake that up a little bit? Maybe I should. Okay, I'm going to put a little more in there. Okay, yeah, no, it's coming out good. We're okay. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're going to use the Jimmy V method. We're going to let that air out a little bit and then slap on with the good stuff. All right, here we go. Boy, that's a nice scent. That's terrific. Great shave. Great scent, great protection, great glide and slickness. Boy, you gotta check this one out from Adopted Acre Soap Company. Good Steward. Cherry tobacco, vanilla, and hay. This is a wonderful scent. And the shave soap builds a lather that offers marvelous, wonderful protection, great glide, great slickness. This is terrific. Again, from Adopted Acre Soap Company, Good Steward. My thanks to Doug Lane, Carl Lane, all the kids, and everyone at Adopted Acre Soap Company for very kindly sending this one along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers out there. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so I'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything and just snap there easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Let me get the aftershave splash. Here it is. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.